What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trace over at Absolute Lawn Care and Landscaping. So we're on another project. This is an exciting one. As you can see at the front of the house, everything on the left side is going to remain. All we're going to be doing is just trimming, cleaning, weeding beds, and then on the right hand side you can see there's some open space. We're just going to add some plants. These are going to be low maintenance plants, Texas native plants. They're going to be super easy to maintain. In addition to that, we're also going to be doing landscape lights. And then lastly, we're going to do a little bit of mulch and just clean up the property. Okay guys, so we just wrapped up this project. It's about 2 weeks later, and as you can see, the stump that was currently here is no longer here. We put in some awesome plants. All the landscape lights are down, the mulch is down. We ended up installing some low maintenance plants, and as you can see, they're already starting to grow. We have some new shoots coming in. They look healthy. So another couple things that we did was we installed path lights. So path lights are gonna be good for bed borders. So typically you would light up a walkway or a front of a bed. Another light fixture that we installed was wall lights. That is really just accents on the bricks. In addition to those, we installed uplighting. So you'll see these on trees. Those are the types of lights that we installed here. Next slide, you'll see what it looks like at nighttime. Most of the plants up here are existing, but the plants that we did install, we installed Wedelia. So this is going to be a yellow blooming, and it's going to be a good bed border. So you can shape it, square, or you can keep it kind of rounded. The next plant that we installed was Dorfiopons. You can either keep these as individual globes or let them grow into a hedge. On the back side, we installed waxleaf ligustrums, or better known as privets. And then these will be nice and square or rounded. Oak leaf hollies to kind of accent the front door. And then lastly, we installed agapanthus, and these are gonna be blooming plants and a good bed filler. So you can see new blooms coming in. So these look pretty awesome. So that's what we did in the front. Let's make our way to the back. So on the right side of the driveway, the customer was having a really hard time growing grass. So what we did is we came in, we tilled the soil, broke up all the hard and compact clay. We brought new soil in and graded it to level, and then we put new grass in. And then on this side, we installed gravel, and this is really just a driveway extension. So whenever they jump out of their truck, they jump into gravel and not into a mud pit. This backyard was really overgrown. So what we did is we came in and just really cleaned everything up. We really just cleaned them up and added bed fillers. So some of these foxtails, this particular foxtail was existing, and what we did was we just added 2 additional foxtails just to kind of help fill the space. A little plumbago. The reason I like plumbago is it's going to fill the space. You can see that it's starting to really right there. Moving along, you got some berries coming in. Those are cool. We moved this bed in, and then we put in a couple plants. So these are Spire Salvia. I really like these. They smell good, and then they'll get about this tall to help kind of fill the space. And then as you see, we put in path lights. So whenever you're sitting on the swing, it illuminates this section so you don't trip and fall on these rocks. In addition to that, we put in kitty cushion, which is a mulch barrier for kids. Keeps this space nice and neat and clean, prevent some of the weeds from popping through. We did put a weed barrier underneath. And then on this back side, this customer was having an issue with standing water. So what we did was we put in a weed barrier and then a gravel section, and they really wanted to have some sort of trellis on this back fence. So we put in plants in these pots, and the goal is for them to grow up on the trellis. So this one will bloom yellow. The one in the middle is what's called Star Jasmine, and that will bloom white. And then the last one is Wisteria, and that will bloom purple. So you have different plants that produce different colors. In addition to that, we put in well lights. So these are going to be flushed to the grade, and then we install them across the entire back fence. So the reason we use well lights is because they're flush with the grade, and we don't want any kids to trip on any sort of lighting. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I am super excited with how this project turned out. The homeowners are also very excited how this project turned out. I'm very grateful for their business and for you guys for supporting us. And what I'm most grateful for is the family is able to enjoy this space, and that's why we do what we do. I'll see you guys on the next one.